Trump intends to put tech billionaire and entrepreneur Jared Isaacman in charge of the government space agency. Isaacman's appointment could shake up the race for a manned mission to Mars, with NASA currently, as of now, planning to first return to the moon. Here with us now is author and space reporter Leonard David. Leonard, good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
We're pleased to have you. Thank you for coming on. We know that Jared Isaacman is a space enthusiast. He's invested millions of dollars in private space companies. He's traveled to space twice with SpaceX. But what are you hearing within the space community about Trump's decision to tap Isaacman to now lead NASA?
Well, I think in general, there's a lot of excitement about it because of the private sector and the potential of commercial space operations, creating a new economy in space. There's a lot of buzzwords going at this moment in time about NASA. The bad news, in my mind, there was a recent report by the National Academies of Science wondering about NASA's overall health. So he's inheriting an agency that's got a lot of problems, not like any other agency doesn't have problems, but this governmental agency, if you're thinking about the future of putting boots back on the moon and on Mars, he's going to have an uphill battle. So we'll see how he does. But, yeah.
Leonard, you've worked very closely with NASA, where Isaacman would be the fourth administrator to have traveled to outer space. How could his actual experience in orbit affect how he might lead NASA?
I think it's a great experience. Now, Senator Bill Nelson runs NASA now, and he flew on the space shuttle. Getting up into space, I think, does give you an overview effect, a much grander vision of where humanity can go in space. So I think it's a plus that he's flown twice now.
And like we mentioned, Isaacman has close ties to Musk and, of course, his business SpaceX, which is planning a manned mission to Mars. Up until now, like I mentioned, NASA has prioritized going back to the moon. So how could Isaacman's appointment shake up the future of space exploration, specifically for NASA?
Well, I think, we have the MAGA rocket with Elon Musk and the whole potential of the Starship working as well as it has so far. It's had a lot of development issues, but it's also had a lot of success. So that's a huge, huge skyscraper of a rocket. And that has great potential. And I'm sure Jared's interest in Musk and the SpaceX capability will play a major role.
I have to ask you, I have a few seconds left here. You've written multiple books on Mars. How far off are we in getting a manned voyage to the Red Planet at this stage? What will it take, Leonard, to make it a reality?
Money.
Money? Is that it?
Well, there's a lot of technical issues. We have robots running around on Mars right now as we speak, so it's doable, but it's a long haul for human beings. And but we're getting there. We're learning a lot about the human body in space through the space station. So I hope to see it in my lifetime. I've written about it so much. I've been on Mars many, many mornings.
Very quickly, Jeff Bezos has said he thinks Elon Musk will not use his influence to benefit his own company. Of course, we're talking about SpaceX over others like NASA, which is growing increasingly reliant on private space contracts, like you just mentioned. Jared Isaacman is a major investor in SpaceX. His company has invested $27 million. That's as of 2021. Do you think his own financial interests could impact how NASA doles out contracts in the future?
Well, I think that'll be an issue that'll be brought up in the confirmation hearings, and I'm sure he's got answers for that. Yeah, that's going to be an interesting development there. I mean, he's still got to go through lawmakers looking in on NASA overall and where they want, the country to go. So I think those will be major issues. Now, one looming thing I don't want to forget, China is a wild card in this, and politically, where China is going in space is going to be a real diplomatic race with the United States.
Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.